that this is done, we simply move out of the sketch and select the this is floating here, this curve that we just drew. Extruded boss base command. We need to specify obviously how much we need to extrude this. So it's in the from section, we select offset, provide the offset in 55 inches offset from the main surface because the sketch plane is quite far away. Obviously, if the blade is not going to be that long. And in the direction, select up to a surface. It's going to need you to provide a surface, the purple section. So we select the shaft as the surface. And now the blade is resting on top of the shaft. This is it. In this case scenario, we say yes, this is what we need. And this is the first stage or first blade of the first stage of the compressor. The blade is a bit big, so let me just go into the extrude, and then this was the sketch we made. Let me just go edit this sketch. Which say we're normal to, so it's looking at this and just grab this point. No, this is not what we need to do. We need to Control Z. I need to edit the end of this in a way that I can just squeeze the size, the overall size. I think I can just do this, click here on this dimension and say 2.5. The rest will obviously stay the same. We do need to fit in such a way that it's resting on obviously this, but the rest is the same. Obviously, we just needed to have it this way. The rotation is the same, everything is obviously the same. We just need to make the blade a bit smaller. Say yes. So now the new change is implemented and the blade is slightly smaller than what it actually was, because obviously there's going to be 4 stages. The blade was a bit too big for its size. This obviously we exited the sketch, so like this, and basically select the pattern, circular pattern, drop down menu, and we will pattern this. It wants to know the direction of rotation, so select the shaft as the direction of rotation. It's giving us a preview. The number is set to 38. Set this instead of instant spacing, it's equal spacing. The rest stays the same, and we also need to specify how many we want. So we don't just need one, we need more than one. So we specify, select OK. This is what we need. It'll take a second to generate. Okay, that's the first stage. And now we will basically select, go into features, again drop down menu, linear pattern. This is already selected because that's the last thing we did. Specify this distance. Also we need to give the direction, so direction, select the shaft. The spacing should be 4 inches, and the amount we need, the number total of 3 more. It's moving those in that direction. That's not what we need. So all we do is just click on this. So now it's offsetting the stages, the extra stages. Obviously it's going to be 4 stages, so let's type that 4. Center, linear pattern. These are all stacked up against each other with a space of 4 inches between them. And the direction is set, everything is set. So we just say, okay, this is what we need. It's going to take a few seconds before it renders the final result. Obviously, your PC is more powerful, but this is the compressor stages, 4 compressor stages done in this case. Moving forward, we will, now that this first stages are created, we will again click on this plane, sketch again. In the plane selection, we'll just select normal to, if you haven't seen that, normal to select this point. I'll flip it around this way. You can see those little airfoils that we created that are used to make these stage. Moving to this end of the shaft, we will draw a straight line just at the center, almost at the end, not really at the end, but still needs to be completely horizontal, so that's important. Give it a dimension. This time this blade is gonna be smaller than the one we created before, 1.5. So from this we will do the same as we did before. Just mark the ends, press escape, press that, draw this. Doesn't matter where you draw it, just need to be at the end of this. Trim entities, cut this line, move it. Take spleen, click here, press escape, click on the spleen that you just created. It'll show, click on this port and make a small aerofoil, a very small aerofoil. This is looking like an aerofoil. Select another spleen, select this end, press escape, click, and same procedure for this end, and this small airfoil is created. Trim entities, remove this, the complete surface that's created. Okay, this is what we not want, this is what we need. We will again search for the rotate entities command, rotate entities, select this and this. Center of rotation, what should be the center of rotation? This is the center of rotation. Just a second, that's not what we need. This point didn't select the center of rotation. Now this is the center of rotation, and obviously we need to specify how much needs to be rotated. Give it -5 degrees and press OK. So now it's tilted at about -5 degrees. We say, okay, this is what we need. This is created.